So let's dive deeper. As we know, Malchut, the meaning of Malchut is the kingdom. What kingdom are we speaking? It's the inner kingdom first. And everything externally is projected of how you perceive your kingdom, how you open the doors to your kingdom, how you treat your kingdom, how you are ruling your kingdom, and who is ruling your kingdom or queendom. And the question that we can ask is one of the things that will help us to live the teachings, that is how to walk with the light in our day-to-day basis. This is something that is challenging for us, for all of us humans, because we live in that duality in the mind, right? We have the voice, the opponent, we project, and we have our survival instinct that we project our fears into reality. So, first of all, we need to go back to the core foundation. That is not about knowing. You can know a lot. It's about transforming that knowing, how you live your life. It's going back to proactivity instead of reactivity. We as humans are programmed to be reactive. We react to situations, to challenges, to people, and we just react unconsciously. The cultivation of Kabbalah is how to go back to conscious, to that space of awareness. So let's navigate the question of where in your life are you still reacting like the old version of yourself? And this is key. We don't grow from what happened to us. We grow from how we respond to it, how we take that narrative. Are we still in the victim stage? Or are we responding differently? We take that information and now we're able to go to proactivity and change the narrative. So that's the question, okay? And in Malchut, and you will see it if you read the Bible in Proverbs, there's mentioned Musar, that is discipline. What is this discipline? It's not an external discipline, it's a cultivation of yourself, of how can I be proactive? How can I choose proactivity in every day? And if I go to reactivity, I just acknowledge this, pause, what a pleasure. How can I go back to proactive? Okay? The opponent goal is not to create chaos, but to make us react from ego, fear, and habit. The chaos is the one that we create ourselves. He's just there to disrupt, to create something new. Okay? So today, we go to for today class and immersion. We're going to the Yetzer Hara and the Yetzer Hatov. In this life and the perception of life, we live in a duality, right? Black and white, contrast, day and night. God created the world in 6 days, and during those 6 days, He created the sun and the moon, the night and the days. So this is core principle of reality, of ourself. And the Yetzer Hara and the Yetzer Hatov, it's our focus attention. So as you can see here, this is the tree of life. And the Yetzer Hara is the opening to go to the tree of death. As we live in duality, we constantly choosing from Malchut, from the foundation, where to focus our energy. Are we focus our energy in the Yetzer Hara or in the Yetzer Hatov? So going back here, the meaning of the Yetzer Hara and the Yetzer Hatov, Yetzer Hara is the evil inclination, and the Yetzer Hatov is the good inclination, the light inclination. Which one are we choosing? This is the free will of humans. We came here in order to choose through our free will where we want to focus. We want to be proactive or reactive. We want to focus on the evil inclination or not. But knowing that this is a true nature of this creation, at least in this three-dimensional reality, is that we carry that evil inclination. The evil inclination is the ego base within us. It opens the doors to the Klippot tree. Klippot in Hebrew means shelf, like layers. So we create through this Klippot, as we create concepts of ourselves, about life, we start creating layers about who am I, about what should I be doing, and we start focusing in the evil inclination. That it's also connecting with the temptations, with the doubts, with the fears. And the Yetzer Hara is rooted in the path of strength. The Yetzer Hara is there for us to show us the duality within ourselves and where we're choosing to focus. Are we focused on the negativity that is correlated with the opponent as well? So the Yetzer Hara opponent is the same space. So if we go to the esoteric wisdom, let's see that we are in Malchut. We're in Malchut, here in the tree of life. And when we choose our kingdom, you have two choices, two options. You focus on the light or you focus on the darkness. You focus in reactivity or you focus in proactivity. We are constantly choosing this. So as we choose this, or you choose the tree of death, or you choose the tree of life. However, subconsciously, humans, and this is part of the underworld, and even Christ went to the underworld, the ground world. It's that we all go and navigate the tree of death, the tree of Klippot. In fact, the first one that is most connected is Lilith. Lilith, in the story of the Bible, was the first woman of Adam. Adam was not just a man or woman, it was human. So if we go deeper in the esoteric wisdom of the Bible, Lilith was the door to the negativity, because the feminine energy is related with negative energy and masculine positive. Not in a bad way, but in a way of energy, right? Negative energy is the one that absorbs, and the positive is the one that irradiate. So in creation, the man is the one that plants the seeds, and the woman is the one that absorbs that seeds to create life. So everything is good. Our key here is, if we go to the Adam and Lilith, that is, it will be the one that is in Yesod, in the tree of death, and you can dive deeper on all of this. Now we will be diving deeper. It's Lilith is connecting through the dark side of that negativity. It's the dark side of every human being. If we go deeper, this is related with our survival instincts, with our survival needs. It focuses the energy in our core foundation of our needs: sexual desires, power, willpower, creation. All of this is connected. So when we choose to focus and pay attention to all of these desires, we navigate the tree of death. We navigate the Yetzer Hara. We navigate the Klippot. The Klippot is, remember, the shells that you create about yourself, about the conceptions that you have. Okay? And then when we go to the Yetzer Hatov, sorry, the Havot is another topic that we will go deeper. But the Yetzer Hatov, it's the light inclination, it's the positive inclination. It's the inner light within each soul that gently guides us toward growth, alignment, and divine purpose. It's the calling of love. This one, it's where we cultivate that connection with the light. Usually, it's soft at the beginning. The more you train it, the more you will go deeper in knowing the Yetzer Hatov. the light inclination, the true Adam Kadmon. Okay? But in creation, we choose this. We choose the negativity and the positivity just to transform. If you see a tree of life, it's just the contrast and the duality of the tree of life. It comes the tree of death. And every choice that we take us walking in our path or what to listen, who is ruling our kingdom, we go to the Yetzer Hara or we go to the Yetzer Hatov. We go to the negative inclination or we go to the positive inclination. Okay? So question for us, it would be if we go deeper and ask, what does my Yetzer Hatov feels like? The inner voice. When you know that you have your intuition and choosing righteousness, choosing light, how is that feels like? How you're feeling that voice, that feeling. And in the Yetzer Hara, how does my Yetzer Hara usually show up in my life? That is connected with the opponent. That is connecting with the Satan. That is connecting with all of these energies. This is just the word of our focus. If we focus on the opponent, if we focus on the negativity, we open the world of Yetzer Hara. I'm going deeper in esoteric wisdom as well. Like I'm going deeper in metaphysics and the quantum field, all of these topics that when our attention goes to the Yetzer Hara to listen to opponent, we open the doors to the tree of Klippot, the tree of death. And we start walking that path that it can become intenser. However, all is well. It's there for a reason. And the reason is for us to reveal the light in that space of darkness, in that space of our soul. Okay? So all is good. All is good. And if we go, I want to share some of Bible's verses that speak about this. One of the most profound books in the Bible is Genesis. Genesis, that in Hebrew is Bereshit, it's the core, the foundation and the core foundation of life and creation. Here you will find everything about creation, about God, and what is all of this. Okay? Sin is crouching at your door. It desires you, but you must rule over it. What does this mean? Is the battle of the Yetzer Hara. We can make sins, and sins is the reactivity. Okay, sins is related with reactivity. When we are reactive and we do things outside our nature, just to go in the loop of reactivity, it's gonna be there. Temptations, things, tests are gonna be there. But the key is to rule it over it. And this verse from Moshe in Deuteronomy eh, speaks about, I have set before your life and death, blessing and curse. Therefore, choose life so that you and your descendants may live. Here is clear. And if we go deeper in the Gematria, that is the numerology of Kabbalah and the words in Kabbalah, this is deeper. Right now, we're studying a level of Kabbalah that it's we're going deeper and deeper. But right now, I'm just want to start opening the doors for this, okay? But if you see here in literally, I have set you before your life and death. Tree of life, tree of death. Blessing or a curse. Curse meaning that for you to reveal the light, it's going to be intense. It's going to be a journey. It's not a course literally that you're course for life, but it's a course that is a blessing, but it's related. It's depending how you see it. Therefore, choose life. And here, if you can see blessing and curse, it doesn't say there, therefore choose blessing. Choose life, and life carry the death, the blessing, and the curse, so that you and your descendants may live. What does that mean? If we go deeper in the Kabbalist text, it speaks also about your roots, your Malchut, your lineage, what lineage you want to leave behind. So all of this is correlated with the connection with the Yetzer Hara and the Yetzer Hatov. The Yetzer Hatov, the light inclination, the Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination. When a man feel a temptation and create the lust to desire a woman, you have the temptation. But it's just when you choose to listen that temptation and go for it, that's where you commit sin. Reactive. You become reactive. So you open the word to the Yetzer Hara and you navigate all that tree. So the key here is how you can choose life, how you can choose light. Don't become reactive, proactive. So I just want to share all of this with you today. I think it was deep. Just for you to leave you with simple questions. That will be awareness of my Yetzer Hara, awareness of my Yetzer Hatov. Which one? Evil inclination or light inclination? I'm being reactive, I'm being proactive. Which one I'm choosing constantly? Through my decisions. That decisions, literally the meaning of decision is the incision that you cut it off through the layers of the Klippot, of the conceptions, in order to go deeper in yourself. So ask that question. When you have the evil inclination, that's good. Like we are made from all of this, right? We are gonna have evil inclination. We may do some things, our shadows, our all those things we carry in ourselves. The question is how we can choose life. How we can choose life so your descendants may live. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with this. I'm gonna open the space for questions, but I'm gonna stop the recording here, okay? Many blessings and love for those that are hearing online. So hope to see you in the next class, okay? Shalom.